Hello, Zydeco fans, and welcome to the Baton Rouge Zydeco pregame show brought to you by Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Andy Poetzinger up here in the broadcast booth, getting you prepped and ready for the third game of the four-game Thanksgiving week gauntlet. We hope everyone here had a very happy Thanksgiving and are cashing in on some sweet Black Friday deals. Tonight, you got your Baton Rouge Zydeco back here at the friendly confines of the Raising Cane's River Center to take on the Columbus River Dragons for the second straight game. Good news. The Baton Rouge Zydeco are halfway through the Thanksgiving gauntlet, thank goodness, and are 2-0 entering play today. They are feeling things that they've never felt as they continue adding to their franchise record win streak, sitting currently at 6 games. Tonight, they welcome the Columbus River Dragons back to Baton Rouge to wrap up the regular season series for good. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Baton Rouge Zydeco Hockey. Andy Poetzinger here at the Raising Cane's River Center. It's good to see me, isn't it? Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Tonight, the Baton Rouge Zydeco continue their hot play as they are the most popular ticket in town. A 6-game winning streak, first place in the division, and with a few road games under their belt, they now truly have a good idea of what it takes to win in just about any situation. This group of guys is having a whole lot of fun right now, and they are through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. They go by the beat of their own drum, and they force their opponents to play to Zydeco standards. That's something that a lot of young teams are not able to do. But this team has the right stuff. They continue defying gravity to stay atop the Continental Division, and as of now, they've got a 6-point lead and 4 games in hand over Carolina, who they see next week. We got ourselves a wicked good game coming up. Let's get you downstairs to our PA announcer, Joel Verkey, as we are just about ready for starting lineups and the national anthem. It is essential that we win this face-off here. If anything, if you are having a tough time winning it, you got to at least tie up. They can't be winning it easy. There's a draw. This one's one to the Zydeco. Wilson shot. They score! Elijah Wilson from the top of the circle. Let one rip, went right underneath the blocker of Makar Sokolov, and the Zydeco, with 1:15 left to go in the third period, have tied it at 2. Pulled out by Brody Thornton from in behind the net, and he'll start out to center ice. 3-on-2 with Kuznetsov and Cox. Kuznetsov has it, looking across. Thornton, he scores! Brody Thornton! What a beautiful passing play by the Zydeco. Brody Thornton knew his job wasn't done when he let go of that puck over to Kuznetsov. Drove right to the net. Kuzi right on the blade. Moved it over to Brody Thornton, who picks up his 7th goal of the year. Matcham going cross ice for Wilson. In over the line. It's got Sabat going to that. Hits him there. Shooting one. He scores! Kevin Sabat able to sneak it just underneath the right pad of Mario Cavalieri, and the Baton Rouge Zydeco are on the board. It's 2-1. Back off to the right-hand side of Cavalieri. Goes to the corner. Larwood wins a board battle. Goes out to the point. Lindbergh throwing it on net. That bounces in behind. Taken by Sabat. He'll cycle it up the wall. Lindbergh keeps it in. Down low for Sabat. Has Haggerty in front. Misses him. Kuznetsov shooting one. Hit Larwood in front. Wide open net. That one was blocked in behind. Sabat has it. Goes to Kuznetsov near side. Holding on to it. Shooting. He scores! Dmitry Kuznetsov! The shot from the circles! Ties the game at 2. And tie this game at 1. Oh, and now we're going to get a fight. McDonald going up against Connor Lynn. McDonald getting upper-handed. Oh, big right hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. McDonald throwing them with the rights. Oh, he gets another one in. Now he takes one from Lynn. McDonald's helmet's off. He's chucking them. Takes a right hand from Lynn. They're going toe-to-toe. Takes him down at the fidelity sign. What a bout from Ian McDonald.
And the River Center's on fire.
Key here for the Zydeco on this two-man disadvantage is not to go running around. Clearing attempt is held in by Hansen. Knocked over to Brody Thornton. He'll send this one the length of the ice. Another minute and 10 seconds left to go on this 5-on-3. As Carter Jr. starts through the neutral zone. He'll drop it off. Picked up on the near side by Costello up top. He'll come D to D with Hansen. Back to Costello. Back to Hansen. He drops to Costello again, looking for the shot. Goes back door. There's a shot. Stopped by Colgan, and pushing off that post, he knocked it off its pegs once again. So we'll get a whistle stopping play. Faceoff will stay inside the Zydeco zone, and because they pushed the net off the moorings, although inadvertently, they do not get the line change. Face-off to the right of Colgan. Draw comes out to the point. Hansen to Don Carter Jr. Down low, it's Wong. Back to Carter Jr. for Wong. Bumper spot there is Brendan Hussey in the middle. They're trying to get it to him and trying to force everything down. Big save there by Colgan on Hussey. Out to the point, held in. Carter looking over for Hansen. Back to Carter. You'll notice the Seawolves trying to converge in on the Zydeco, trying to push him down low, and that one's taken away and cleared out by Baton Rouge. They'll get one guy off. One fresh pair of legs are out there. Hansen now cuts into the zone. He'll pull up. Looking over his options. Lets one go. That one was blocked. Now Carter Jr. 5-on-4 now. Down low. Back to Carter Jr. Now back down low for Hansen. Looking backdoor. It's in the gut of one of the Seawolves players, and he couldn't really do anything with it. Taken away by the Zydeco. And Katola, seeing that there's a couple players behind, moves it up ahead. It's a breakaway for Gordon. He's in. Big save made by Hussey. Gordon went to the backhand, and Hussey shut the legs. Now an opportunity for the Seawolves. Back to 5-on-5. A 5-on-3 kill for the Zydeco. Shot was stopped. Rebound blocked by Larwood. Colgan was out of position. Otherwise, it might have been a great chance. Thank you to the Zachary High School JROTC for coming out and being able to do that for us. That was outstanding stuff. All right, let's get to your starting lineups and goaltenders, brought to you by Tremonti, starting with the Columbus River Dragons. In between the pipes, it's going to be Sammy Bernard. He is 3-0. Last night, he gave up the very first goal he's given up all year long. He's got a .35 goals against, a .982 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. In front of him on defense are going to be Brian Dunford and Kirk Underwood. Up front, Kyle Moore, Austin Doe, and Alexander Jemayev. For your Baton Rouge Zydeco, Brendan Colgan, once again, in between the pipes, 4-2 on the season, 201 goals against, and a .912 save percentage with 1 shutout on the year. He is a former Columbus River Dragon. He's been hyped up for this weekend for quite some time, so good to see him get both games. In front of him, Garrick Lindbergh getting the start on the back end. He'll be paired up with Rio Namiki. The opening forward line is going to be Dmitry Kuznetsov, Scott Chirac, and Elias Thompson. See a comment here asking for an update on the River Dragons goaltender. I had mentioned in the pregame show, I talked with Tom Callahan, the broadcaster for the Columbus River Dragons, and there's not too much of an update. He is back at the hotel room. He was a little woozy, a little fuzzy, but he's at the hotel room now, getting some much needed rest. So that opening faceoff is brought to you by Sullivan Steakhouse, and we are underway in the Zydeco, trying to get something started right off the hop here. Throw it right through the crease, comes out to center ice, and they'll dump it right back in. Picked up along the far wall, Justin McDonald trying to clear out for the River Dragons, could not. Couple good pinches there by the Zydeco. And now finally the Dragons will go off the near glass and all the way down. They'll beat out the icing, though. Pass out in front was whiffed on, picked up by Jemaeth. He'll wrap it around the wall, held in there by Zydeco. Had a roll away from him on the fresh ice there, but they were still able to keep control in the offensive zone through the River Dragons. There's a shot from the boards that's knocked away from Colgan. Now to the near side. Picked up by Ian McDonald. Drops this one off for Kuznetsov, who dipsy doodles his way into the neutral zone. Will look up ahead. There's Haggerty looking over for Kevin Sabah, but a good stick right in the middle by Zydeco did not allow that pass to get through. Now Zydeco has it at his own blue line. Picked up by Popov in behind his own net. Trying to escape the check of Sabad. Now Storjahan nearly threw that to his own goal. Picked up by Wilson. Now another big hit by Kevin Sabad in the corner as the puck goes up and out of play. Kevin Sabad was throwing his body around last night, specifically late in the hockey game. Talking to him a little earlier today after pregame skate, just kind of, shooting it a little bit. But he was talking about how this team, they're so offensive-minded that they don't like being hit at all. So he wants to start throwing his body as much as he possibly can, especially early on. Really put them on their heels. Storjahan on the near side here for Columbus. Braces for a hit. Still is able to get the puck out to center ice. Need a little help there from Wickline, who sent it down into the Zydeco zone. Thornton takes a big thump in behind the net, but did his job to move the puck. Now Gordon looking up ahead for Jackson Bond. Didn't hit him, but Larwood carries on. Larwood over the line, holding on to it, looking in front for Gordon, was swept from him. Thornton at the point, his wrist shot that was blocked. Now Gordon goes across ice looking for Thornton, deflected off of a stick and goes out of play. 17:49 to go in period one. We are scoreless. Face-off will stay inside the Columbus River Dragon zone. Face-off to the left of Sammy Bernard. Picked up by Alex Sanyan off the draw. Lindbergh has it. His long shot from the point. Chirac was trying to get a redirect on that, but it goes right into the glove of Sammy Bernard, who, as I was talking with Tom Callahan earlier today, he was talking about how the shutout streak itself for Bernard was something around 140-something minutes, 150-something minutes or something like that, but that is not the shutout record for the Columbus River Dragons. That stays with Brendan Colgan, who had 4 in a row when he was in the Columbus sweater. He also holds the FPHL record for 7 shutouts in one season. So Brendan Colgan was on a roll there for the River Dragons a couple years ago. And the Zydeco zone comes to the near side. Austin Doe had a goal last night. Pushed up to the blue line. Nice job by the Zydeco to send it out to center ice and take it away. You can already see a little bit of a different pace of play here coming from Baton Rouge. They're starting to push a little bit more than they were yesterday. Not so much of the watching like we had saw at the beginning of the game last night. Then behind the Zydeco net, picked up by Moore. He'll hold on to it for a little bit, take a long shot. That one was stopped by Colgan. Gave up a rebound. Moore, another shot. That one was stopped by Colgan. There's another wrist shot coming from the tops of the circles, or the middle of the circle, I should say. And Colgan coming out to challenge at the top of his crease. Able to gobble that one up. That was a hard shot. Originally from the point from Kyle Moore that got on Colgan a little quicker than he thought it was going to. Hit him up in the shoulder. You could see that puck pop out, and he had to fight to keep the puck out of the net. So great job by Colgan to not just fight that one off, but be able to get the rebounds as well, because that was a problem if not. Off the faceoff, taken by McDonald. Taken away by the Zydeco, and Elijah Wilson cuts through center ice. He'll chip and chase. Coming out to play this one is Bernard. Nearly lost it, but was able to play it out to the far corner instead and escape danger there. So a couple of hairy moments for both goaltenders of their own doing, but they survive. Now Namiki has it in his own end. Looking up ahead, there's a player breaking it, Sabah, but couldn't get it to him. Wilson carries on one into the offensive zone, shoots one, blockered away. Now Sabah, the wrist shot. That one couldn't get through Jemayev. And it's cleared out to center ice by the River Dragons. This one will go all the way down. Icing is waved off, though, because the Zydeco had a couple player changes where they could have played the puck, but could not because it would have been too many men, so icing waved off. Brody Thornton will chip and chase deep into Columbus zone. Jackson Bond, now Gordon has it below the goal line, will curl away from a check, looking out to the point. Limburger's there, throwing one towards the goal. It was blocked. Gordon has it, looking backdoor for Bond, but deflected off of a stick and gets sent out to center ice. Now a race for the puck here with Lindberg. He's going up against Storjahan. Lindberg wins that one. Needs a little help from Kleber. And now the Zydeco come on out to center ice. It's Matt Gordon cutting through the neutral zone. We'll throw this one in deep. He knows he's got Bond on this near side. Comes out to Kleber at the point. His long shot was blocked and sent away to the corner. Larwood trying to go back out to the point again, but Storjahan right there takes it away. And the River Dragons will get it into the Zydeco zone. Both teams finishing line changes. Sherrock looking up the middle. Nice job. Found Alexanian in stride. Alexanian over the line. Tried to get around his check, but getting a good hip in there was Kirk Underwood. Didn't allow him to cut towards the net. Now a clearing attempt goes off of Sherrock into the corner. Alexanian there has it stripped off his stick. And the River Dragons come back the other way. Here's Sherrock now for Alexanian over the line. Alexanian drops this one off at the point for Nemiki. Stays in the zone. He threw it down low, hoping for some help from some of his forwards, but they were outnumbered. And Columbus back the other way. Austin Doe checked in the corner, pops free. Doe has it looking in front. Nice job on the back check there. Jake Cox able to lift a stick and not allow a clean attempt right at the top of the crease. Doe has it again. Coming out to the point in between a couple players and goes all the way down. Storjahan, his backhand pass was read by Lindberg. Bounces around a little bit at center ice, and Zydeco come right back. Here's Sabad looking cross ice for a pass, was blocked. Out to the point now, Lindberg. His wrist shot was whiffed on, and a possible odd man rush back the other way for Columbus. They'll come in over the line, looking over their options. Out in front, McDonald on the backhand, hit the side of the net. Cleared out to the point by the Zydeco. Anderson holds it in. He'll walk the line, come to McDonald on the near side. His shot was muffed on, and Kleber is able to get it out to center ice. Now Kleber trying to join the rush, moving it over for Wilson. Too far ahead of him, and the River Dragons will send it back in. Both teams getting some line changes. Elijah Wilson will send this one in off the blocker of the goaltender. Wrapped around the wall, bounces free. Zydeco come out of there with it. It's Jackson Bond. He's now pinned up along the wall. Wrapped around to the near side now. Storjahan couldn't get it out. Needs a little help from Wickline. Cody Wickline through center ice. 1-on-4 here. Has no other choice but to wrap this one around. Now they battle for it along the near side. Zydeco win that board battle, and out comes Brody Thornton. He'll drop it off for Larwood. Try to go cross ice once again. That deflects off of a stick and out of play, which gets us to our first commercial break. We'll be back right after this. We're scoreless. You're somebody who's been around this league for a little bit now, and you're considered to be a veteran. What are some of the things that you are seeing from this group that has made them so successful?
A big thing, I would say a lot of it is our leadership group, our older guys, like whether that be MJ going to Elias, there's a lot of I've been on teams where older guys kind of slack and the younger guys lead after that, you know.
Mhm.
These younger guys, like they want to be led. You just got to lead them right. And
Mhm.
we have the type of leadership group who are just savages. I mean, whether it's in the weight room, whether it's practice, whether it's conditioning, whether it's being on time, being a professional. We've got a lot of older guys in the locker room that show the younger guys how to do it, and
Yeah.
that's the recipe.
Everybody's on the same page, pulling the rope the same way.
100%.
Yeah.
You're only as strong as your weakest link. Everyone pulls the same rope,
Yeah.
and it's been awesome.
Yeah. Well, it certainly helps having a guy like you kind of lead the way from an offensive standpoint. 13 goals, 10 assists, 23 points in 17 games. First thing I want to talk to you about in regards to your game is just your line as a whole. The three of you guys are just so much fun to watch. What is it about your line that just clicks with Haggerty and Sabat?
Um, I would say the selflessness.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, playing with those guys is so easy, as in there's no pressure, no peer pressure. I mean, I could give Shane the worst pass in the world. I mean, the worst pass in the world. It's obviously my fault. And he'd be the first guy to say, "Hey, Willie, my fault. I probably should have been here. This is what I
Yeah.
should have did to make this work." And I mean, we all take responsibility. There's no one ever pointing fingers, and it's not about points. I mean,
Yeah.
we have so much fun
Yeah.
playing. That's it. We just have fun.
Well, so the fans and I have been trying to figure out a nickname for your group, and you'll have to take it back to the other two guys. But I want to throw a couple of them out there. We've got the teens, and then we've got the money line. Uh, this one has been the favorite so far. The law offices of Haggerty, Sabat, and Wilson.
I like that.
I like that one too. And we've also got the power line. So, what do you have a ranking personally on which one you like the most, or
So
where we at?
we actually discussed this over lunch today.
Did you really?
We yeah, we sat together and the one that we came up with that we thought was the top one in the comments was the firm.
The firm. Yep. Okay.
The firm was our favorite,
Hmm.
but we are open to suggestions. We are open to
Send them in.
suggestions.
Send them in. We'll pick one for you by Friday.
That's
Um,
funny.
so away from the rink, you're also a guy who's obviously got a real big heart, right? We saw after the game against Monroe this past Saturday, there's an unfortunate incident where a young little boy got hit in the face. Puck had hit your stick and just gone out of play. You went over there after the game. You had signed the stick and sent it over to the kid and kind of made his day. Um, it's that kind of kindness that I think really makes a difference in the world. Is that something that you've kind of learned over time, or has that been instilled in you right from the start?
It's well, like that little kid, back where I'm from, the Fury in the UHL or
Yeah,
the IHL was
yeah.
huge. And so you kind of see yourself in the kid. You remember when you were a small 6-year old slamming on the glass asking for a hockey puck, or you were so thankful to get a stick.
Hmm.
And it's been such a blessing to have the platform to be able to put a smile on a kid's face like that,
Yeah,
or just how impactful it is for them.
yeah.
And so honestly, that's what it's all about. As cliche as that sounds, but
Hmm.
it's that's what it's about.
That's awesome stuff. We did have a question in the YouTube chat coming from Jackson. How many times have you fought in your career?
Do we have a last name on that one?
We don't have a last name, unfortunately. It's Jackson one
Okay, all right. I have only been in 4 fights. Last year,
on the ice, not like bars or
yeah,
anything.
no,
Yeah.
no, just
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. No, just making
In that
sure.
case, probably like 70. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I've only been in 4 fights. My first one was against Riley Robertson, who plays for Athens. Funny story about that. When I played in Knoxville, Justin McDonald, I was a rookie. I was just asking for advice, and I was like, "Did you fight a lot your rookie year?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, but I always fought people bigger than me. So if I lost, like no big deal. But
Yeah.
if I won, like there you go." And so I'll never forget next game, the guy's like 6'7", and I was like, "Here we go. Like pick the biggest guy we can find, whatever J-Max said."
Did you win?
So, it was a draw. I didn't get hit, and I didn't get any on him.
There you
So
go.
yeah, it was like riding the bull for 9 seconds.
There you go.
Just hang on.
Hang on for dear life.
Exactly.
Oh, good stuff. Well, we definitely we want your hands used for scoring instead of fighting this year. That's for sure. Um, we leave for Carolina for a two-game set this weekend. Pretty big weekend against a team who they've taken down some big boys in this league. Athens and Columbus. They kind of blew them out of the water a couple of times. What are some things that you're seeing from the Thunderbirds?
They've got a firepower. They can score, but they're also very fundamental defensively. Um, they've got one guy that specifically, I mean Gus Ford. Everybody knows the name. He's played for how long?
Hmm.
Doesn't have lightning speed, but however, he is very IQ inclined to the game, and so that's one guy we'll have to watch for. But as long as we play our game, I don't know if you noticed, whenever we're down or our backs are against the wall, we kind of light a fire and we're a completely different team.
Hmm.
Coming out against Monroe, we had a big talk where, we need to play with that fire right away. And next thing you know, we score
Hmm.
first 2 minutes of the game. So as long as we play our game, come out aggressive, like we're down two rather than wait until the end of the game,
Yeah.
we'll be just fine. We would be just fine.
Awesome. All right. That's Elijah Wilson, everybody. How about it?
Thank you
How
guys.
about it? Thanks, Elijah. I appreciate you being on. All
Thanks,
right, we're
Avery.
gonna have Everett Thompson come on here in just a minute, but for right now, we're gonna send you to a commercial break. You are watching the Zydeco Coaches Show, brought to you by Queens Casino.